Good evening, folks, and welcome back to Wilderness Wargaming. So, getting towards the end of our abbreviated schedule. Vacation will be almost done by the time you guys are watching this, but I do want to take a look, real quick, at the Leviathan Tyranids, as painted by the community. Since we looked at the Marines recently, these are the ones out of the box Leviathan set. Now, I don't know nearly as much about Tyranids and what they are, how they work, what they do, but I do appreciate good models, so let's have a look. So first up, we have somebody called Karishi who made this Screamer Killer here. Or I'm sorry, no, this is the Neurotyrant and Neuraloids. This is by Karishi. And this is something I would describe as a pretty, um, like what I would call an alternate classic look. Traditionally, Tyranids seem to have incorporated a lot of purples and pinks and a little blue, and green has actually been a less common color, at least in the models and armies I've seen. But green for Tyranids seems like a really good logical choice. The biological horror there. I really like it. It's nice and dark, spooky looking, and I really like the detail picked out on the tentacles and the base on this one. That's especially nice there. Really, really precise, nice looking painting there. So that one's pretty great. There's the Screamer Killer. Now this thing here, to me, the Carnifex, the original Carnifex that came out back years and years ago, and kind of looked like a box truck with giant claws attached to it. This thing is a huge improvement. Now it's different than a Carnifex, if I'm not mistaken. I would need to look at the Tyranid's Codex and probably educate myself on that a little bit. But I did like this model a whole lot when I looked at it the first time. This is a little bit more of a classic paint job take, but really, really nice. I love the highlighting on this thing and the effects on the harder carapace, the more ridged carapace parts in the blue, the way the black shading is in there. That's just really nice, and he's made this thing look absolutely brutal, as if the model didn't do that already. This blue part, that is my favorite part there. The effects on there just make it look really, really scary, and the claws also look ferocious. Moving on down here, we have another Neurotyrant. This is black and red. This is a little bit more unusual color scheme. The red has always been kind of a thing, the red brain in there, but the straight black. This is all kind of giving a hint of chaos to the Tyranids. And what the interaction between Tyranids and chaos is not clear. I know that Tyranids have a suppressing effect kind of on the warp. They kind of have a mastery over it. And they don't seem to be susceptible to the same risks of chaos from using the warp as everything else. But this is very cool, and it kind of gives a hint of that. Like maybe that's not the case. Maybe there is some chaos in there. I really like this brain, how it's kind of bulging out there, the way the membranes are tracted back from it. Really nice, and a nice detail on the mouth section there as well. Also, I like the eggs down there, the highlighting near the bottom. Looks like almost like little hexes on there. That's kind of wild too. Next up, what do we got here? Little Termagant. The new Termagant's very nice. A lot of attention to detail for one of the smaller models. A lot of times the smaller models don't get maybe as much attention to detail. They just have less to do. But this is nice. Black and red again, but I like the way the red is just faded and just hints of it at key points on the black. That's really nice, and also the kind of bioluminescent gold from the gun there. That's pretty cool. And let's see, another Neurotyrant here. This is a blue one. This and as well as a what was one of these? I forget what these things are called. The indirect fire monster. I think, is that a psychophage? I'm not sure, but either way, the glow, the psychic glow, that's an interesting take. This is reminiscent maybe of that Space Marine Librarian Terminator I like so much. The blue glow, and I like how that's spilling out. That's really nice, very nicely done. This is more a hint of the psyche. This is more alluding to the psychic aspects of the monster as opposed to the biological horror. And then we have a particularly, as they say, particularly grimy and gross Neurotyrant. This is very much in the kind of slimy, ichor dripping, gruesome monster. This one reminds me more of Alien, the Alien franchise, than any of the others. I don't know which one. It seems that this one is a very popular one for painting, which doesn't surprise me because it has lots and lots of interesting details to get at there and pick out. Out of the 4 of them, which one is my favorite? Which one is my favorite one? That is tough. That is a tough call. Can we look at this one a little more closely? Yeah, we can. I like the Psychic Glow a lot. I do like the Psychic Glow a lot. But I think this one is my favorite overall. This one just looks the most authentic, the most like gripping. Almost doesn't even look like it's made out of plastic. That's the one that more than any of the ones that make it look like you're really there and you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna eat me. So I think this one is my favorite out of all of them. I don't want to compare it to the others. There's like I don't want to compare it to the Screamer Killer because I like the Screamer Killer model the best. But I think out of the paint jobs, I like this one the best. But absolutely no discredit to any of the other ones. They're all beautiful and excellent picks there from the Games Workshop team. So, anyhow, that's all I have right now. We got one more video coming up on Friday, and we'll be back with you next week on our regular schedule at the latest on Tuesday. May or may not have a Monday video. We'll try to. We're expecting to be home Sunday night. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and click the notifications bell for more great content from Learn Sport Gaming, and we will be back with you very soon. Bye-bye.